She did an amazing job in keeping the energy up, keeping the attendees, the audience engaged, and just made such a big difference in just the whole energy and the flow of the conference.
So beautiful to have you here. Thank you so much for coming to Ignite 2023. I want to just take a moment to take a breath. And for your day that may have been rushed, overwhelmed, or you're feeling the emotion of the world and how that energy sometimes can take over you. So just taking that breath right now and taking your time. So what I'd like you to do is with me, take a breath in through your nose and go of count of 4. Then we're going to hold it for 8. And then we're going to breathe out for 6. So as we come in right now, breathing in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 8. Here you go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then breathe out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time, because what we're doing is aligning your nervous system. So please adopt this in your day. Again, in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now move around a little bit. Remember, movement is lubricant. And feel. How do you feel? And now let's do one other thing, because we aligned your nervous system. You're present. Let's release and let go of all the things around you. All of those distractions. If there's anything you need, go get your water, whatever that is. We're going to be here for a while. Get a pen and paper, because these golden nuggets from these speakers are going to be stellar. So let's do that and release those things. So now let's go into a short little meditation. And as we do this, the goal is, the benefit here, what we want to do is release the vibrational field of anything that does not serve. So take a deep breath in, everyone, and breathe out. Get comfortable in your chair. Get comfortable wherever you're at. And listening to my voice, hear my voice as this vibrational field, and start to breathe in a diaphragmatic way, to breathe in and out, and feel this energy. And as you start to feel this energy going through and you're starting to relax your body, we want to bring in the vibration of that love, gratitude, and joy coming in through your crown chakra, which is on top here. And hear my voice and breathing in and out. And as that beautiful love, gratitude, joy is coming in, feel the waves. And as your body is starting to relax and go deeper and deeper and relax. And as it's coming down into your heart, feel it in your heart. And take that moment to feel that. And as you bring it even farther down and bringing it into the core and letting it go through the core and feeling it as it's releasing and shifting the way it feels. And then when we bring it even farther down, and when you take a big deep breath in, and as that breath comes out, really want you to breathe it out and let go of anything that does not serve. This is a sweep of a clear. And even maybe move your hands as you're hearing my voice and move that energy out. Move it out. Remember, energy never dissipates and merely changes the form. So even if I say it's moving out, you're changing the form of the energy. So let it go. And now take a deep breath and say out loud at home with me, everyone with me, when I ignite my gifts, I ignite my power. Coming back to it and say it out loud. When I ignite my gifts, I ignite my power. You might ask, what are your gifts? We're going to get to that. We're going to be talking about that somewhat today too. But when you do, you ignite your power. It's one of the questions I get asked all the time. What is my gift? What is my gift, Angel? It's like the other question I get asked a lot. Is your name really Angel? Yes, it really is Angel. So without any more, I want to get going with this Ignite. I just love that you're here. Thank you so much. And I want to bring in my co-host right now because she's amazing and I just love her. Here she is, Tamara Hunter. Welcome, welcome.
I'm ready to go. I just did the whole, exercise that you just gave us, and woohoo! I'm loving it. Loving the energy.
Good. Feeling good, right? I mean, it's just that way.
Yes, it is. And I am so excited to be sharing this platform with you today and talking about igniting 2023. Thank you for putting this together, Angel.
You are so welcome. And, thank you for the show that we just had with you earlier and you really connecting and helping us to keep that service going. And that's what we do. We work together to keep the service moving, and your buddies and what you do is powerful. Also, I want to say that. And so thank you. I'm honored that you are here. And I love that I get to share you with my tribe.
Well, thank you for doing that. And, can I just say, I love your tribe. I love you guys, sharing the love, because we can literally change the vibration. And, you brought it up on the last, and we talked about it on the last show, about how love actually is a vibration. And then there's all the other vibrational fields. Love is something we can actually obtain. We can obtain it today. So thank you for sharing your tribe and all the love.
You are so welcome. So, Tamara, let's tell everybody, what are we doing today? And, what is just kind of give a little bit.
I'll give a little bit, thank you for that. And thank you for inviting me back, because we did this a couple months ago and we had such a great time, and we had some amazing contributors coming in and sharing nuggets, golden nuggets, things that you write down. So I'm going to encourage everybody to have your pen and paper ready to go, because what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be hearing from people all over the world. And yes, if you're using one of your books, use your book. Here we go. And we're going to be hearing from people about how they are igniting 2023, because we have a brand new day today. I'm going to even say today is a day. Yes, we have a year, and we're still celebrating 2023, the year. And we're celebrating you. Let me just be a little bit real here. We are celebrating the fact that you just became an 8-time best-selling author, and Ignite is the name of the book. And I've been reading it, guys. It just came in the mail. Thank you, Amazon, for being so quick. And I'm just going to say it. And because I have already put into practice the 30-second, that we can literally change our mood, our vibe, everything in 30 seconds. So thank you for that. We are going to be celebrating you. We're going to be celebrating everybody else. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go?
Pen and paper. Guys, okay. Go get it. If you don't have your water, are we going to be doing the whole water thing too? Because I have my water ready to go.
Get your water. Get your water. And that is part of the tour of love that she also does. I want to say that because it is so powerful, the tour of love right there. And when I tell people or ask people to get their journals out to get that, I use Tamara Hunter's journal. And this is what I tell people. This is genius. It will help you. It's not just a blank piece of paper. It helps you in a roadmap, and it really does inspire you. So here we go. We're going to get inspired but I'm going to ask you one of the questions first, because there's 3 questions that we're going to ask every show. Now, remember, note takers are money makers. I like that one. And remember, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice creates a habit, which helps you to really step into having a permanent behavior. And that's what we're doing here today. So the first question that we're going to ask every single person is going to be, and Tamara's going to answer it right now. And that is, how are you igniting your 2023 personally?
Thank you for that. And personally, you know what I've done? I've gone back to the basics. I like to keep it simple, guys. The KISS method. And even this morning, I was cutting up my fruit because I have learned that the living, loving water, you can talk and live and love your water. And it's in a glass jar. And I write down my little loving phrases. I put the glass jar on top of it. I today had lemon and I had cucumber and I had watermelon in there. A few blueberries, put my water in there from my filter. And I've been doing the hydration. And you know what? Also, I have committed to getting a good night's sleep. And these are things that are in here. And, and sometimes you're thinking, okay, you're going to ignite your year and you're bringing that up. Yes, I am. Because sometimes we need to remember the simple things. Keep it simple. Baby steps. So I'm baby stepping.
I love that. This brilliant, brilliant stuff. The next question we're going to be asking every single person is going to be, how are you supporting others in igniting and helping them in 2023?
Well, I've come back. I took some time off and I've come back, and I am coming back with, the bang to get out there. And it's all about giving. It's all about giving the information, giving of myself, to then say, hey, you know what? I'm the girl next door. I'm your mom, your sister, your friend. And I'm coming to say that you can do this. You can do this too. You can get the living, loving water going, and you can, and so it's to say that you can take those baby steps with me. Let's do this together. So I'm bringing others with me.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And then the last question that we're going to be asking every single person, which is a fun one, because, I love having fun, because when you have fun, what happens? Your emotions kick in and everything is more clear. So the fun one is what was the best surprise you got over the holidays?
The best surprise was that it was cold over the holidays where I'm living. And I have this little tiny dog, this little tiny puppy. And she was the most brilliant, beautiful little soul. And her energy of going out into the cold actually just surprised me. I mean, to me, it was a gift. You guys, holidays can be whatever you look at them as. And to me, the gift was from this little puppy to look at me and say, okay, I wasn't into this yesterday, but I'm getting used to this. And, let's go do this. Let's go do this in the 20-degree below zero weather. And you know what? To me, that was a gift that she gave me. And we had a moment in time that I will forever remember. You never know.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. And we're going to be hearing from each and every person, but I want to do a shout out real quick. Thank you, Tamara, for that. Is from to Caroline Brown, that's on the line, to Diane Marie, that's on the line, to Linda Mardell, Team Angel, way to go, to Barbara Anderson, thank you. And I do want to do a shout out, because Barbara Anderson, you made this happen, and you know how you made this happen for me. You made this happen, and I want to shout out to you, because that was such a beautiful gift that you gave me.
Thank you.
So thank you. And Kim O'Neill is on the line. We also have Stephanie DeWhite, who will be joining us later in the broadcast. She will be too. Also Israel Mandrake, he'll be joining us later in the program. But you know what? Are you ready? Are we ready to bring on some?
I am, but do I get to ask you now, or am I going to ask you later?
We're going to go in between. We'll ask me later. I'm so excited to bring these ladies and gentlemen on right now. So let's bring in, the first one is Juanita Cap.
Woohoo, ladies!
And then the next is Michael. Welcome, Michael. And Michael. And then awesome, we have Lizzie in the house. So we have our three that's here with us now. So would you like to, and then do we have one more? I believe we have one more. Nope, because Deb is not here yet, but we'll bring somebody else on, because I do want 4 right now. So here we go. Let's bring on Tasha. Let's bring her on, Tasha.
Hello, everyone.
Go right ahead.
Can I just say how excited I am to be with all of you? And, I had to just say, Tasha Cooney changed my life a while ago. And it's amazing how certain people, they come into your life and they change your life. And because of a challenge she gave me it changed everything in my life and in my world. And so when you think about the questions we're asking today, when you never know who you're touching with your answer for tomorrow. And so thank you, Tasha. It's wonderful to see you. And so, I want to say thank you for coming. And I am going to start with the first person. Is that okay, Angel, that I ask? Okay, so Juanita, what is that? Let's see. How are you being ignited personally by 2023?
Thank you so much for that phenomenal question. It's amazing to be in this room with you all. I'm going to keep on practicing balancing between looking after myself, investing into my health, my mental, physical, and spiritual health, and also at the same time turning up the heat on the things that I've been preparing for this year, scaling and working more intensely and more focused. So I'm going to really be working on the balancing of things this year.
Awesome. And how are you bringing others and supporting them and inspiring them and to ignite their 2023?
I'm going to keep on building relationship because I believe that we are here to invest in each other's personal and professional growth. I'm going to keep uplifting, keep building community, keep elevating people because I believe that as we rise, we lift. And it's so wonderful to share my life with all these wonderful and beautiful, amazing individuals that I keep meeting.
And what was the biggest surprise that happened to you during the holidays?
That is dual, actually. The first one was the warm welcome that I received in the US when I arrived from South Africa. My beautiful Michael LeBlanc even sent me a parcel all the way from his home. So I was so excited to see the love and the support. And then, of course, the second surprise was when my co-host, Angel Marie Monticelli, jumped on me and gave me the best hug. And really, she set the tone for 2023. Thank you, Angel. I love you.
Oh, I love you so. And, please tell everyone, where are you from? Everybody knows that accent, but they're not sure. Where are you from?
Yeah, my name is Juanita Kapp, and I'm from the Meticulous Moments podcast, and I am from South Africa. So that's the accent that you hear.
And I have one more question to ask. How do you know Angel Marie?
I met Angel through a public speaking event, and we just had so many synchronicities. I really feel that the universe has placed us together. We are joined at the hip. We decided that we are joined at the hip now. So I'm public speaking, and I mean, she just touched my heart and my life, and the rest is history.
There you go. And can I just say, I love that picture of the jump. It's like, whoa, I can feel the energy. It's coming out of the computer.
It was amazing.
It really was. It really was. And, being next to her during that event and helping moving the energy and her, she has a way of really helping others be in their value and making them and helping them to feel valued. So thank you. And I love you dearly. Thank you for being on today.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Excellent. So do you want to take it and ask the next person?
Sure, I'll take it over. And we're going to go to Carly. And I know I don't say her name right. Carly? Is she frozen? Are you there?
Karina.
Karina. I always mess up your name. She is the goddess. She is the goddess. Tell us who you are and how did you meet me, or anything else you'd like to say, and then we'll go to the next step.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Angel. It's such a pleasure to be here. Such a pleasure to meet all of you and all of your watchers and listeners. I'm Karina Reeves. I am the founder of Goddesses in Jeans. I believe that all women are divine creatures, whether we're wearing jeans or tiaras. And I met Angel in the most amazing program in Arizona. We saw each other's heart. We witnessed our transformations. It was absolutely gorgeous. And we've been connected ever since. So it's just such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Yes. And how are you? Thank you. And how are you igniting your personal life in 2023?
Yeah, I realized end of last year, that I was ready for collaborations. we're coming out of Corona times and we've been up in our houses and things like this, talking to people, connecting with people. And I already, from just the past couple of months, have 3 collaborations that are happening. I'm collaborating with music. I'm collaborating with books. I'm collaborating with my partner with a relationship program. I'm so excited.
Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. So, and how are you igniting and helping others in 2023? Goddess.
Yes. I believe that goddess energy comes from your body and your heart. So I'm supporting others by coming from my heart, being the lighthouse, having my heart go first, and welcoming everyone in my sphere to come from their hearts. It's genuine, it's authentic, it's being present with each other is the ultimate gift we can give.
And I want to add to that, because when I am in a place, she's one of my people, she's one of my peeps that I call and say, I just need to hear you. And we both teach a lot of the same stuff. So it's more of, it's going to be okay, because you can feel her vibration. So thank you for that. So what was your best surprise that you got during the holiday?
Well, do you know what else you get to do when you're in goddess energy? You get to play. So my best surprise over the holidays was my gorgeous partner. He said, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, you know what I want? I want a stocking. I haven't had a stocking since I was little. And he's from England. And in England, they have these like crazy big stockings that they lay at the foot of the bed. So I woke up to this enormous stocking filled with treats and goodies and surprises, including a necklace that I'd liked at a store that had a little moon on it. He brought me the moon for Christmas.
Oh, I love that one. Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you so much for being here. Do you have any final words to everyone?
Just thank you for having me. Thank you for wanting to bring the light that you are into the world. You are such a gift. Thank you, Angel.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. And we'll see each other again. Awesome. Back to you, Tamara. Who's next?
Well, Michael, let's get some male energy in here now. And, welcome to joining this beautiful panel of women. And you must have gotten the memo, because you're in the right placement and the color that you're wearing and everything like this is just like perfect. So how do you know Angel Marie?
So Angel Marie, I think it's with Emilio and Daniela Roman and the AMAs. So and the Captor Conference. So through Juanita, the Captor Conference, and Emilio, and all those same lovely people.
I love it. And so you have a lot of initials after your name. What is it that you do?
So I'm gonna do a quick story. So when Anne came to see me, she was depressed, she was isolated, she was really anxious, she functioned at a day job, and she just collapsed when she would come home. And there's always a reason why we are depressed, why we get anxious. And the worst thing we could do is, I said, the worst thing we could do is talk about it and focus on it, because you're very stuck there. And if we just activate that same energy, we're not gonna do anything. So I said, would you be willing to go and do these guided energy meditations? And I wanted to get out of your head space and into your heart space, your divine self, and see your healed self. And we're gonna bless and balance your energy centers. And we're just gonna get your energy moving, and then you'll tend to your life. And she sent me pictures. She had molded pots and pans in her sink. She had rooms that were pretty trashed out. And within a few weeks, she started sending me pictures of clean pots and clean pans and clean rooms. And it was just this transformation that started happening. But it was really because new energy and new consciousness was being added, and she was embodying a new state of consciousness.
So you helped her with all of that. So, wow.
Yeah. So I'm a licensed clinical social worker. That's what those initials are. I am a certified coach. I'm certified in Reiki and Ho'oponopono. I am an international best-selling author. I've got 3 books of my own and 2 others I'm featured in. One of those is a Joe Vitale book.
Wow.
And I also design inspirational products using my garden photography. But
awesome.
In a nutshell, I have 34 years with really helping people align with their divine self. And then from there, embody a new state of being, a new state of consciousness that equals the you with your prayer answer.
Oh my gosh,
there you go.
Awesome. Wow.
There you go. And so how are you igniting 2023 personally?
For me, it's really my commitment to my morning practice, which is a practice of silence and centering and getting myself in tune. And the thing I'm also adding in 2023 is we all have these natural breaks in our day where we transition from one thing to another. And before I jump into the other one, I'm just trying to take 1-2 minutes to get back in touch with my heart, my divine self, and kind of ask what's next from that perspective and see if it's the same thing on my to-do list or not. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But
I want to interrupt you for 1 second because this is important, viewers. This is a writer downer, is to really understand and to connect to yourself and say, is the process I'm going to take, the thing I'm going to do, the action I'm going to take, is it in my divine life purpose? I love that. So thank you so much for that, Michael. So
it's almost like a lead in, and it's almost like you've already answered this. However, how are you supporting others to ignite and inspire them for 2023?
So a few years back, I did these day of silence and centering retreats, and then I kind of got away from them. And so I just did one last Saturday, and I'm committed to kind of doing them throughout the year. And it's really teaching people it's a meditative centering prayer process, but how do you go into silence and stay there for longer periods of time? So we're doing these 5-hour events on that. And then I have a new book called Divine Dirt coming out. It's Divine Dirt Digging Deeper. And it's sharing more inspirational stories, metaphysical stories, but they come with contemplation exercises. So it takes the reader into the how-to, so you can kind of go deeper. So those are my two.
Awesome. And then we're going to round it out with, what was the surprise that you received during the holidays?
So my husband and I go a little nuts at Christmas, and we have like a tree farm with 13 trees in the front yard, and they're all lit up, and it's just but we won the neighborhood light contest.
Congratulations, you get a bell. You get a bell.
So that was a fun surprise for the holidays.
Mic drop too. You get a bell and a mic drop on that. So
can I share one more?
One more.
And it's just real quick. It's just I had a dog that died like a week before Christmas. And the interesting part about the gift was through the grief, it was just this clarity of grief means you loved. And I shared that with other people that I knew, because the holidays always come with grief usually. And it's just remembering that grief really means you loved. And just that was a gift I got. So
beautiful. Thank you for sharing those gifts with us. Angel, back to you.
Thank you, Michael, so much. That was beautiful. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to Lizzie. Awesome.
Hi.
Welcome, Lizzie. When did I meet you? I mean, how did I meet you, and who are you? I can't wait.
I met you a week ago in New Jersey, and you live in my backyard. So I first saw you up on stage, and I was like, who is that woman? And then someone told you to come talk to me because they knew I was from Arizona as well. And we connected, and we just talked. And it was really, really amazing. And you did an amazing job on that stage. It was awesome to see you there. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So tell us, please, about you.
Yeah, so I'm a former Amish girl, ran away when I was 19, and now I'm a board certified functional nutrition practitioner, and I help women with their health.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And how are you igniting? How do you ignite? Remember, people, viewers, write this down because she's the nutritionist lady. So how do you personally igniting your 2023?
Igniting my 2023 is my goal is to get my message out to as many people on as many platforms as I can, because there's a lot of people hurting right now and they need help with their health. Our medical system is failing people, and I'm there to stand in the gap and help them with that. So that is my goal, is to get that message out there to as many people as possible.
So what do you do personally? What action do you take personally that helps you to keep going in the day?
Every day it's about discipline and follow through and committing to yourself. You have to commit to yourself, and then you have discipline and you follow through with the steps that you set that you were going to do.
Absolutely. I love that also. So what's the next one is how are you igniting others and serving others in 20?
I want to be there. I want to be there. My goal this year is to be there for as many people as I personally can, just to be there as a sound voice and to show people what it means to be a leader and to take action to that commitment that you said that you were going to do.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. And what was the best gift you got during the holidays?
Two things.
Oh,
One thing was I got to watch my son experience Legoland for the first time, and I got to experience Legoland for the first time, and it was the most amazing experience ever. So that was a personal thing. And then from a business perspective, right before the holidays, I got to connect with tons of entrepreneurs in a community that I didn't know existed. And that ultimately led me to hiring a new business coach that really aligns with my vision and my goals and my dreams and what I want to do. And so that is what like the biggest surprise was for me, because I didn't know these people existed. And now I know, and I'm connecting with so many other people as well. So that was the best surprise.
Wow, to collaborate, right?
Yep,
And that's
collaboration.
Like what me and Tamara are doing also, and I'm doing with each and every one of these beautiful 15 different speakers that come on. We're all collaborating to serve others. And I really do want to say to shout out that anybody that's an author, you're 2% of the population. If you're a speaker, you're 3% of the population. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So wonderful to meet you last week and that you came on. And I can't wait to see what we're going to create in Arizona here together. I can't wait to meet with you. And meeting you all the way in New Jersey, and now we're back. Oh, it's so much warmer here, right? Oh.
Yeah. Well, not today, but no. Yes, typically.
Yes. Back to you, Tamara, because I think we're done. Thank you all.
Yeah. You get a bell, and thank you so much. Yes, I took down plenty of notes. I have to go to another page now.
Okay. So thank you everyone for being here from all over the world. So from Canada to Phoenix to South Africa to I don't know where Michael's from. I think he's from
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Awesome. I'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. So we're going to be bringing on some more people here. Let's remove. I'm doing what I can. Let's see. Who do we have? Just you and me. Oh, it's just you and me, Tamara. Wasn't that great?
That was amazing. And in fact, I'm blown away. I am blown away by our first group. And I took so many notes. I am going to double back and I'm going to be learning more about each and every one, because it's all about, that's how you build community. And I think that Lizzie said it really well, that she didn't know that she didn't know. And that's oftentimes what happens here, is that you come, you think you know what you're coming to watch, and then you realize you didn't know that there was something out there that you really wanted, and you were pleasantly surprised that you found. So,
yes.
Wow. Another mic drop moment,
yes,
right?
Another mic drop for sure. And those golden nuggets, did you get those, viewers? Those golden nuggets about how to start your day, how to have that different mindset. And that's what we're here today, is to help you, to inspire you to look at things different, so that you give yourself permission to show up, permission that you are valued.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Grief means you have had love.
Oh, wow. Right. And that goes right into your tour of love, and how you show up in the tour of love is that you care, and that it's okay to be in grief and be in sadness, because that really does mean that we care.
Yeah,
and we need to, and I love the momentum that we've got going, but we do need to go to a commercial break really quick. We'll be right back after this.
What would it feel like to have a steady flow of new paying clients every week while working less and making more money? That'd be awesome, right? We would all love to have an endless stream of clients who pay us handsomely for our expertise and work with us for years on end. Well, there is a new marketing miracle called 6-Minute Webinar Technology that does just this. Go to www.6minutewebinar.com to find out how you can get access to it.
Fabulous. It is fabulous. Our good friend, right? Our good friend. That's Dawn.
Yes, and I've used that technology and it works.
It totally works. And if you want to check it out, it's on my website and it's under the event Enhancer 6 Minute, and you'll find out how I ignite in person and virtual with what I do. So let's bring are we ready?
I'm ready. I've got my pen and paper and let's do it.
Stephanie DeWhite is up first, and then we have Israel Mandrake, and then we're gonna have Julia's coming on. Awesome. And then one more, we got Tasha Cooney's coming in. So here we go. Take it away, Tamara.
You know what? Welcome, everyone. Oh, my goodness, Dream Team. We've got an amazing segment here, and I want to say thank you all for being here. And Stephanie, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, my goodness. And want to know if it's all right, if you'd like to share with us, how did you meet Angel Marie? And then let us know who you are.
Okay, hi. I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Angel, how did I meet Angel? Oh my gosh, she opened her heart to me. Talk about love. She didn't know me, and we had a speaker's pathway. We were getting certified, and I was traveling from Florida to Arizona, and she picked me up at the airport, and I stayed at her house for a night while we went to this conference, and so I could get my hotel and everything. But who does that? She's a complete stranger, and she just opened up her house to me, and we became fast friends, and just love her energy, love everything about her. And Tamara, I met you there too. Mm-hmm. That was like 5 years ago. So
wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
And tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I am a certified clinical hypnotist. I have been in the health and wellness industry for over 30 years. And started my second career about 9 years ago as a hypnotist. I get to change people's lives by guiding them, and it's so much fun to see the changes that they make instantly.
You inspire so many. You inspire so many.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, if I may, because she gifted me with her course. It was supposed to be 12 weeks. How long did we go?
I don't know, till you finished.
17 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was because of fear. And I'm going to be a parent here because it was about fear. And that's what we stayed on. And it helped me so much. And I wanted to do a shout out and say thank you to that because you gave from your heart with that, as you always do.
It's my pleasure.
Go ahead, Tamara.
Well, I'm going to shout out too because you have inspired so many in our community too, in being so transparent with your story. And so thank you for that and giving the hope that you give to so many and sharing your story and your journey. And so now with that, how are you igniting 2023 personally?
Oh my gosh. So talk about my story. The last 2 years, I have healed my cancer holistically, and it's all, power of food and the mind. And so my 2023 is all about staying healthy, keeping healthy, doing meditations every day for myself, and major self-care, and just sharing my story with other people, knowing that they can do this too, and there's hope.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
And you are, and that kind of, you already started answering the second one. How are you supporting others in igniting and inspiring them this year?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm showing up, which I hadn't been doing in the past. I'm getting on social media, and I've got an amazing platform, and truly I'm hitting it hard with something that kills so many people, and that's smoking, because I have a proven system that works, and I get to help people save their lives instantly and effortlessly. So that's how I'm really igniting others and just educating them on how powerful the mind is and how our bodies can heal itself.
And you're inspiring them to not ignite something else, right? I had to go there. I just had to. Sorry, guys. It is awesome. What it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the best surprise during the
Oh my gosh. I got the best gift ever. My daughter is having a baby girl, and I get to be a grandma again. And it's so exciting because just to be able to be part of that little baby's life and just watch that child grow and be good grandma. So that was a really exciting news for me. Yeah.
Okay, I think she's winning so far about the gift. I mean, that mic drop to that, bam. I mean, so the kids are our future, and beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That next generation, absolutely. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for being here, and thank you.
You guys.
You know what? Thank you for being the example of showing up each and every day, no matter what, because you have inspired me beyond belief. So thank you for that.
Sometimes it can be really challenging for people because we don't know what's going on in everybody's lives. Everybody has different challenges, and just having that hope, knowing, okay, this can be done. That's what's important, right?
Yes. Thank you. Back to you, Angel.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. We're going to go to Julia next. Then we're going to ask Julia the same questions. How did you meet me? Yeah. And then who are you?
Well, I met you, I don't even know, I think it was like 2020 with Austin Haynes and his Flashpoint book and his whole series, and you were the virtual MC. And I was like, who is this woman who just like lights up the whole virtual, it was a virtual summit. So it was like, wow, she's a powerhouse. So that's the first time we met, but we actually met, face to face last week at the AMA event in Cherry Hill. Yeah. And my name is Julia Gandy Torres. I am the new author of A Jersey Girl Finds Peace, and I am a peace builder. I've been in trying to help build more peace since I was a child in my own family. But then I've advocated for peace in DC. I've walked the halls of Congress. I've gone to Israel, the country, not Israel Mandrake, but Israel, the country, to become a minister of spiritual peacemaking. And I've been helping people with finding physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual wellness.
Beautiful, beautiful. And your tone, your vibrational field being with you, wow. So please tell everyone, how do you personally give them that golden nugget personally to get through that day to help ignite their 2023?
It's a little different because I know as a caregiver, I can care and care and care and just give and give and give. But what I really need to do, if I'm going to expand my business and expand my impact, I need to watch my own boundaries, watch my own time boundaries, and really commit to myself and my family, right? So I can, like I said, I can give until the cup breaks, but I need to be really conscious of that.
Yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And it's a good one for all you viewers. Take that down because it is boundaries. Have boundaries, but don't just have boundaries. Be able with kindness to say your boundaries.
Right. Yes.
And that's one
it's
thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Many people know about me. They know my boundaries without even knowing because I will voice them. And it will be from a kindness. So please, that goes right into having those boundaries is how are you helping others and serving others in 2023 and igniting them?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I want to help people with is to make peace with their past, so that there aren't triggers that keep showing up, or there aren't labels that keep showing up. So it's to just understand where they're coming from and kind of disentangle those things so that they can embody peace. And that's the name of my course. It's called Embodying Peace. And so everything is about that. And it's about, helping people on a daily basis create more peace in their own lives, in their lives of their families, and then bring that out into the world.
Beautiful. That is just beautiful. Yeah, Israel. Oh, yes. So, what was the best surprise you got during the holidays?
It was a big surprise. Being an ordained minister, I've married a lot of people. I've officiated their weddings. So I've done a few family members here and there over the years, a niece and but my mom called me Wednesday before we're supposed to celebrate her big 80th birthday party, just family and stuff. She said, can you marry me and John, her longtime boyfriend, who was kind of like my stepfather, but not officially. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to marry my mom and officiate her wedding. So it was a surprise to the family. My sisters, my brother, nobody knew about it in my family. So yeah, I got to officiate my mom's wedding. And now I have a new stepdad. But he's not new because he's been in my life for about 25 years. So.
That's cool.
A bonus dad. He's our bonus dad. Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. I love that. I'm an ordained minister too, and it's always such a wonder, isn't it? When you're able to marry, I just love that. And then you're like family, right? You just become instant family once you marry them.
Yeah. And it always overtakes me when I'm like, by the power vested in me. I was like, oh my goodness, this is huge. So yeah, I love it. I love officiating weddings.
And if I may, I'm going to bring one more thing up with Julia because it came today in the mail, Julia. I got it today. And this was really, Israel, you were in the room when we were all holding hands. It was so cool. This is an energy. You put energy here and here. And it shows energy.
Oh, that's cool.
But if you and me hold hands and hold that, the energy flows, the energy stick goes on. And we had a room full of 30 people that had the energy. Everybody's holding hands and that thing's going off. So if anybody broke their, if they didn't hold hands, then the energy stick would stop. But as soon as they reconnected, the energy stick went on. So you could see the connection that we all have. So it's a very visual thing. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
We are just energy. So thank you so much, Julia, for being here and sharing. I just adore you, and it was so wonderful to be in your energy last week. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Angel Marie.
Go right ahead. You're on, Tamara.
Okay, I'm going to Tasha. Tasha.
Hey, everyone.
So good to see you. Woo! And I'd love to hear, how did you meet Angel? I'm just thinking when and where, because I know probably how. And so when and where, and then tell us a little bit about yourself. And I know you're up to some really cool new stuff.
Yeah, I'm up to it. Hey, so Angel, wow, was it like before 2014, or was it when I came back to America in 2018? I think it was around the 2014 era. Am I right?
It was right in there somewhere.
Yeah. So we've known each other for a while. And if not, it was 2018, but we met at an event. I believe I was speaking at the event, or I was filming the event, either one of those. And then me and Angel just started chatting and just are like that energy stick. We just kind of came together, and then we had so much in common, and we couldn't stop. It was the beginning. It was the beginning there. And we've crossed paths many times, and today I'm so thankful to be here to support you for your book. And it's just amazing. I've seen the journey, the evolution of Angel throughout the years, and what we've gone through individually. It's been amazing to see your journey.
And tell us a little bit about yourself.
So a little bit about myself, like Tamara had mentioned as well. I inspired her with these 365 days awesome video challenge. What I do is I help entrepreneurs, business owners, influencers. I help them gain the confidence that they need to get on camera to share their message to a wider audience, to reach the masses of the endless possibilities on the internet. And then I also film and photograph and come up with amazing packages that help support you and your business online, whatever that may be, all kinds of media assets. We're talking about, webinars, VSLs, social media content that'll last you a whole entire year. So now a big thing, and I'll go into one of my questions is, what was a great gift over Christmas? I now have a film studio, an actual solid location here in Hollywood, that people can come and visit me and get filmed in this amazing environment, so we can sit down and mastermind and come up with all kinds of ideas. And now I have a tangible place, a location. So
nice.
I got to interrupt and just say I'm so happy for you. And Israel comes into California because that's where I got to meet him last time, and I come into California. So Izzy, man, we got to come up and do a road trip to Hollywood and do something with Tasha. And also,
sounds like trouble. I'm in.
You know, and
Ready.
she's fun to hang with. Let me just tell you, she's fun to hang with.
Yeah.
Sounds wonderful. I can see the secrets of the universe right behind her. I'm in.
Right behind my head.
Yes, and Tasha, you helped
Beautiful.
me just a little bit there. You helped me with my stage present because I took your course. So I want to say thank you to you. So go right ahead, Tamara.
Okay, so how are you igniting 2023 personally? It sounds like we've kind of heard some of it, but
well, yeah. So personally, you know, my one of my dear mentors reminded me, his name is Ryan Angelo. He said, you know, no repeating old lessons. So for me, it's really hard for me to not do that, especially if I'm in the moment, I'm in the flow all the time, to kind of check myself. So as I kind of move forward and I step and take every step in my life, my question is, am I repeating an old lesson? Is this an old lesson? If I say yes to this, is this an old lesson? Am I repeating an old lesson? So everything that I do, is this an old lesson? And I stopped myself twice from two things that could have been detrimental, right? I could have hung on to it for so long. Like one person was a great dear friend, they were an energy sucker. I had to stand there and I had to be bold and say, look, you know, you can't call me 20, 30 times a day. This is not your time. This is my energy. And I had to really stand there and be like, this is outrageously bothering me. And I have to focus on what I have to focus on. So don't. And there's no guilt trip with that. If somebody can't respect your boundary, then boom, you know, don't out, right? Walk with me and walk away. But that was huge in igniting this 2023 for me. And yeah, so I've been leading with that. I'm super excited.
That's a great one. I think we all took a note on that one. And then how are you inspiring and supporting others to ignite their 2023?
Well, you know, as being an open vessel for everybody, I restarted the 365 Days of Awesome. So I'll be doing the video series and then also opening up the studio, relaunching the Confidence on Camera out there. So just being an open vessel for people, and also just couple coaching sessions that I did. One of them is a reminder is like, right now is the only tangible moment that we can create from. And so when we get overly stressed and we're like, I have this 1,000 things to do. If you kind of just come back and you're like, wait a second, if there's only one thing that I could ever manage in this entire world, what one thing? It's right now. And if we can manage this now over and over and over and over and over again perfectly, then what is there to really manage? So I've been really instilling that into people, and I've helped some people come up from some very dark places just within the first couple of weeks. So that's a big reminder. I want to just take a breather to remind everybody. Absolutely. It gets overwhelming.
Beautiful. And it is a mic drop to be right now with us in yourself. Mic drop. Bam! Woo! Bam! So thank you for that.
And you already answered the third one. So thank you, Tasha. Back to you, Angel Marie.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we got the amazing Israel Mandrake. And yes, when I saw him, I jumped on him. I definitely didn't jump on him.
I love you too.
So go right ahead. How did we meet the first time? And then who are you?
We originally met on Booked on Media with Tim Burt and Bruce Serban, which was magnificent. It is a class that they are still doing now, and it basically takes your life's work and helps you talk to the world, and talk to the world on your with your rules and in your fashion. So it's beautiful. And then that's where I originally met you. And then the next time after that was Huntington Beach, California, at around 4:30 in the morning. Damn it.
I said, you're close. I'm in Mission Viejo. I'm driving. I'm getting up. I'm going.
I've heard this story.
Yeah, phenomenal story. That was 3 days of sensory deprivation and out-of-body experience. I'm still going to go to sleep. I got a call about 4:30 in the morning, and then we went out. We did promo that morning out by the ocean. That was great. Yeah.
Yes. And you're the madman. You are the madman. You might have saw that picture on Facebook. We're in the pool having some fun.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was absolutely fantastic. It was wild because we were actually not only in the pool, but talking about energy work and being able to actually watch how water moves. And we're 78% water. So as you can imagine, the metaphor we were doing the practice in was amazing. So powerful stuff. Yeah, that was wonderful. That was a wonderful weekend period. It was great.
So tell me, who are you? Tell the viewers, who are you? What do you do? How do you help others?
So I've spent the last 25 years obsessing about all the different modalities of personal change, but primarily hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, and all of those studies. I've traveled around the world and I study with the best teachers in the world. And I love living in that place, living, sharing, and it is the most fascinating modality that could ever imagine because we're all living in hypnosis, quite frankly, you know? Yes. From trance to trance.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, the one question when you guys were saying, what are we doing for ourselves? And this is something that kind of will bleed into both questions that you had asked, but these three, I call it the triple X formula, which is this: experiment, first experience something, then experience it, experiment with it, and expand from it. Experience, experiment, expand. And that is the not only living in the prayer, but it's also living in the practice. So to open yourself up to what you know your purpose is here on this earth and to remain experiencing it on a daily basis, in every moment, experimenting with that. And then as long as you're expanding from it, there is no sin in that, you know. And if there is, it's a good time.
We gotta wait a second, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We gotta wait. Israel, you're not telling really because you're the illusionist. And what you did in your performance at last week's event was stellar. And even sitting there the next day, because he didn't fly out, I didn't fly out on purpose because we stayed with Juanita and we all were together, and him just grabbing something and then all of a sudden was gone. Then moving, what he was doing, it was like, what?
The secret that I never spoke of when I was on stage, I call everything I do hypnosis because the outcome is hypnosis. But what I was actually doing was mentalism, which is a combination of understanding the psychology of influence, but also some of the things I learned in my studies in Vegas. So using very entertaining formats to remind people of shamanism, of what this world's really about, and that is healing the immune system of the collective. Now, I use trickery with just a little sprinkle if need be, because sometimes to get someone's attention, you have to shock, isolate, indoctrinate, and punishment and reward.
Cameron, did you catch that mic drop that he said? Did you catch it? What was it? Yeah, bam! That is a great mic drop. So thank you so much. And did we move to the other questions? I apologize. I kind of lost it on that one.
We haven't heard his surprise during the holiday.
Okay, so now do you want me to answer that one first, or do you want on how I help others? Would you like the holiday first or helping others?
Helping others. How do you help others?
I remind people that the word trigger triggers you, and that the word trigger usually starts with people saying, I was triggered. And I invite the world to consider taking your triggers and reprogramming anchors. So therefore, you're not a victim, you're choosing your emotion. And just like this cell phone, choose your own wallpaper and put it on the forefront of your consciousness. We all know how to reprogram a cell phone, and then people say they're triggered by society. Nope, that's our fault. Learn how to anchor your dreams and make every one of them abracadabra.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Thank you for that. So, what was your favorite? Oh no, I want to say to Linda Mardell, thank you, Team Angel, for writing that. So, what was your best experience
for this holiday season?
Yeah.
Very, very simple. I have a cousin that I love with all my heart. His name is Nicholas, and he has Down syndrome. So needless to say, he's one of my greatest teachers on being a great communicator for others. He teaches me how to communicate in ways that no other teacher can teach. And what I got to do with him in front of the whole family during the holidays, I got to do energy work with him, heart to heart, so he could teach everyone around him that not only does he understand the chakra, but though he communicates differently, that he's plugged into what other people are sometimes having a hard time communicating with. And that is the collective unconscious, of course.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, thank you. And that was, to me, that was one of the best holiday gifts I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Tamara, take it away. Where are we going? I think this everyone has talked.
Yes, we have. And, again, I just got to give you all, the bell and the thank you and the mic drops and everything, because you guys gave so many pearls and words of wisdom and nuggets that I'm going to be coming back and I'm going to be re-watching. And I'm going to suggest that everybody do the same, because, when we get to hear from such amazing people in one place, this is a gift. And it is the present moment, and we are unwrapping the present of all the nuggets that were just shared. So thank you, everyone, for this period of time.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Yes.
And remember, when you ignite your gifts, you ignite your power again. But you know what I want to do right now? And this is totally off the cuff. How about, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to dance my song? Are you ready to raise the vibration a little bit and kind of move a little bit? And you know this one, Tasha, and actually all of you have heard it. So let's just move a little bit, change the vibration, and hear these words. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want, show them what you got. Take it to the top, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Stephanie! Looking for the seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, open back. Glowing like a star, show them who you are. Shine, shine, shine on.
Yes.
Shine, shine on. You're the answer. You know who you are. Breathe and focus. You're a shining star. You are Israel. You are. Shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Don't you worry, don't you fake it. Be just who you are. You're the answer to your question.
Yes, Tasha.
That's
awesome.
Shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Yes. Thank you all for playing.
I haven't heard that before. Love it.
You should be in a room when everybody's up and moving like this. It is contagious, right? It is amazing. Thank you for that.
Contagious.
Love it.
Thank you all for being here, for playing, for being in my life, for all the beautiful vibration and service that you give to everyone else. I really appreciate it. So until we get to see each other, thank you. Love you all.
Much love. Much love.
Much love, guys. Thank you. See ya.
Welcome. Awesome. Wow.
2 for 2. We have had 2 amazing groups, 2 amazing panels that have just, they've shined on. They've shined on and they've helped to raise the vibration and ignite today and get us ready to ignite tomorrow. How amazing is that? I want to say, thank you again, Angel, for inviting all of these people to be a part of this event, because it's because of you putting this on that we're getting all of this amazing information. And all of you out there, do you realize how many hours are involved to put something like this on? And she's doing it from her heart. She's giving to you. And so when are we going to ask you the questions? Do you want to do it now? Do you want to do it later? When do you want to do it?
We're going to do it pretty soon, but what we need to go to right now is, because we love our sponsors, and we need to go to a sponsor break right after this. We'll be right back with more people and more fun. Here we go. And we're back.
Yes.
And shout out to Preston Marley out of Canada, because he is a ninja genius. He does my websites to so much others, and he works with, or they work together with, Sony Jackson. And we want to say thank you to Dr. Sony Jackson, who does so much marketing and really helps me to get my vision in together. And you know about Sony.
I know about them both, and I want to shout out to them too. And because Preston Martelli out of Canada and his Java Logic team have sponsored the nonprofit website for cb4l.org. And they've been doing it now. They helped to design it a couple of years ago, and they have been housing it since. So shout out to them. They are giving back to the world. And then in combination with the empire builder, Dr. Sony Jackson, Dr. Sunshine herself, she, amazing, because the combo, yes, you are an example. My brands are an example because they've worked with me too. And so, I cannot say enough about them, because when you have people that are good, they're excellent at what they do, their integrity level is off the chart, and they're heart driven and heart centered. Wow, that is a combo I can sing from the mountaintops.
Oh, it is so true. And they do help in every aspect. I am blessed, and I want to say that. And I want you to look at your life, the viewers, and step back and take some of the things that they've said today. And maybe it's that boundary. Maybe it's time to have that boundary with one of your family's members or a friend, that you need to step up with kindness and love, to put yourself first. Because self-love is when you really step into self-confidence. And that's one of the things I teach more than anything, is how to have more confidence, joy, and abundance. And that abundance in life is the beauty in the relationships that you have. Yes. Beautiful. So, let's go to the questions, and then we'll bring on, and we'll go to the next, because you already answered the question. So go ahead. How do I know myself?
Well, I was going to say, how do you tap into, because you just wrote a book. So I think it is a fair question. You have gotten a little bit more real in this one, and you really opened up. So how did you tap into that? Because that's getting to know yourself at a deeper level.
Yes. Thank you. I sat, and I found that when it was late at night, I quit arguing with Source, with God, with higher self, however you label. I'm going to say Source today, and God. I come from a Catholic and Christian background, but yet I'm going to say Source. And what happened was I was able late at night to get out of my chatter, because I was tired, and I was able to speak that book. Many people have already told me, maybe you agree, Tamara, that it's like I'm sitting right there talking to you. Mm-hmm. That book is like I'm just talking to you. Mm-hmm. It is. And that's really how it came, because being and having dyslexia, there's no words, and you even catch it sometimes, and you help me with the words sometimes, because that's the dyslexia. But yet it didn't get in my way. It wasn't a barrier. I made it 8 times. I have made it because I've asked for help, had boundaries. And that's really what it was all about, is how I said, you know what? I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm 60 years young, and it is time for me to tell my true story and step up with no fear. No fear. And that's really what I came from. So yes, there's some stories in there, if you read them, that are they're really what happened to me. And it was not, and that's why I hold this like this. Because yes, this one, yes, but this one, thank you. It really tells the story to help you to step in and say, yeah, you have a story, but you also are resilient. You also can gain your energy in 30 seconds or less. You can boost it naturally and be able to be happy even in chronic pain. So thank you for asking that. Yes, that was a little long, but yes, that's...
Well, you know, it was important for people to hear, though. I mean, absolutely important. And I want you to go a little deeper in that, who are you? I mean, I know you and they know you, but you have many different hats that you wear at different times. So if you were to just, you know, sum it up, and who are you? Who is Angel Marie?
Well, you know, I've been called the walking antidepressant. I've been called the igniter. I've been called the Mr. or Mrs. Rogers of energy healing, because I am a certified spiritual counselor, and I have been counseling people for over almost 30 years about connecting to their energy and experiencing, and I can do it online too, and it helps them. So that's one part. And then the others, I'm a certified Tai Chi instructor. So I get hired for events to help that break and to help them breathe. But for 12 years, more than 12, 17 years, I've been helping people with moving their chi and moving energy with Tai Chi. And then, of course, the books. But then I just love my new show, and this you don't even know about, but my new show that will be coming in the middle of February is called EnergizeUtv. Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Energize.
I love that name. Yeah.
And that is having a theme and helping you to energize and boost your energy naturally. And then also bringing guests on from all over the world. So it's a combination of both mine. And that I'm very excited about doing, because that's going to also be helpful. And that's who I am. And also, I have to bring up Shine, right? I have to bring up my Shine girl, because she's very important. And who am I? I love to bring people together and have parties. I do. I just love partying. I have a lot of parties. So that's really me and how I show up for the world.
And I was on looking at stuff last night, and I just say, it looked like you had one that was fun. It was a belly dancing thing, you know, like, okay.
That's old. Wow.
Yeah, I do dig.
Yes, so, that was when I had Lightworkers Gifts, my metaphysical store. That's when I owned that. And we had belly dancing there. And she said, you can do it. And I was like, okay. And
it was great. Okay. So with that said, okay, how are you igniting 2023 personally?
How I am personally is I am taking the time to use the journal. Yes, and I know, but I really do use your journal.
Yeah, I do
and
too.
It's not a journal. It's
a workbook journal. Yeah.
Yeah, it really because I just write my visions every morning, and I really encourage you to write your visions of what you want, not just in the day, but what you want every day. But then sometimes you're writing and you kind of stop, and this has questions and quotes that spawn things. So I do use this, and I really encourage you at home that you use something that you stop and take 10 minutes and put a timer on. Yeah. Put that timer on 10 minutes and just visualize what you want and you desire in your life. And that's what I'm doing every day, and doing the morning routine that I teach, because I teach that. You saw that in the book.
Yeah, I did. And so how are you supporting others to ignite and inspire their 2023?
Well, how I'm doing that is getting out there to speak, absolutely, and help with shining my light and helping shining others. And then with the counseling. But the biggest one is I've never done this for the masses. I've done this exclusively, but I've never done this. I've never brought it to everyone. And it's a 90-day energy reboot. And it is providing a group coaching basically, but it's a reboot, and it's talking about what I talk about, quantum physics and how we do that. Yeah, I've never offered that.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Okay, what was the biggest surprise during the holidays?
My biggest surprise was to be able to go see my mama and spend time with my mama. That to me is everything to me. My mama is, and many of you know that, you know, she's getting up in age, and it's just a gift whenever I get to take the time to be with her in the moment.
Which is priceless. I wish I could do the same. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, because I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing all of that. Are you ready to bring in the next group?
I am. And do we want to bring in a really special, let me see, where is this? I have to run. Oh, so she just had to run out. So maybe it's time. You know, I want to do one other thing right now is I want to say thank you to E360 right now, because E360 gives me and Tamara, because we're both on E360, the ability to reach Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Amazon, Google Play, Android TV, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes,
Twitter. Yeah, I mean, just about every.
And I want to say thank you to everyone that's watching on that. And I want you to see if you can see me and Tamara come on this clip as we say thank you. And then we're going to bring in Kim on in just 1 minute. But here we go right after this to say thank you. Yes, I saw. And you know the one I love so much is Jim Grant when he's there. Yeah, he's totally. Yeah, Jim is awesome. He is so awesome. To all our fellow E360ers, from Lauren to Jim to Crystal, to all of those. And we do have a video of Crystal, but we're going to get to that in a few minutes. So let's bring on our next guest right now that has been waiting. So Kim O'Neill, awesome. Welcome. Where'd she go?
She's behind the curtain right now.
Yeah. Let me remove and see if she can come back. And remember, there's always technical, right? But we see through it. Let's see it one more time. There we go. Awesome.
Thanks for having me, Angel. This is a great show. Wonderful. I love it. I already saw someone comment too. You know, they're going to have to rewatch this whole thing. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Oh, awesome. Go right ahead, Tamara.
Yeah, Kim and I go way back, and we, you know, it's like old home week right here, and I'm just loving this because when you have good people, guys, this is an example of community. This whole 2 hours has been an example of building a strong community and what it's all about. But I'm going to ask you right now, Kim, how did you meet Angel Marie?
Well, this happened in two phases for me. I first saw her on your tour of love a couple of years ago, singing her song, doing her exercises. And just like everyone else has pretty much said, I immediately was like, oh my goodness, this is so fun. I love this lady. I love that I got to see her there. And then I don't know, maybe a couple months later or something, a different mutual contact, I believe, is who put us in contact. And so then we got to touch base and meet, you know, face to face via video. And so, yeah, so that's how it came about. And
so tell us a little bit about you.
So I do a few things. One of the core things that I do is I help people reclaim their authentic self, which usually looks like healing from their past and learning how to self-lovingly move forward. So One of the things I tend to do with my clients is a lot of guided meditations, because I know Angel was talking earlier about quieting that mind chatter. And that's a common thing that gets in the way for a lot of people. For me too, I've had to work on that. And so really just helping people like quiet all that external noise down so you can really tune in, listen to what's going on for you. Who are you? Love yourself and feel confident enough to take that next step forward. So that's some of the ways that I help people. And then I also host the Every Day is a New Day show. And and also launched the Let Your Light Shine movement, which is, it's all about that shine, getting your shine on. So those are some of the ways that I help people and things that I do in the world.
I love it. And amongst many others, may I say. And thank you for all the volunteer work you do for so many too. I need to mention that, and you didn't. I'm going to shout that from the rooftop. Okay, so let's go into it. How are you igniting 2023 personally?
Well, one of the things that I am doing is I took a look at, I sometimes go back a little too far. Let's just get back up to recently. So I have been taking a look at what are my strengths, what really works for me, and how am I marrying that with the direction that I'm headed. So for me, it looks like using my voice, and it's my writing. And so what ways am I using those to support myself in moving forward on a more consistent basis? So I'm up leveling how I do that in my own life. And that looks like more regular affirmations. And I'm also putting my writing in more places that's showing up on other blogs and things like that lately. So that's what I'm doing.
Wonderful. And how are you supporting others to ignite and inspire their 2023?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So as part of getting my writing out there more and doing more speaking, thank you again for allowing me to be part of this awesome event today, is really realizing that, I've got to reach out to more places. I've got to go beyond, the general sphere that I've been in and connect with people in more places. I recently had the opportunity to connect with someone that's over in Africa. And that was, and it's just little things like this, where you're just simply sharing what comes secondhand, is natural for you, but it becomes a big aha for someone else. And you realize it's that moment of relief. So it's things like that I've realized I've got to do more of that. So that's what I'm growing and cultivating more of to serve more people.
This is beautiful. And what you said is you got to. And doesn't it feel like, and this is the thing, is the vibrational field now is service and wanting to help. But I'm gonna switch a little bit here, because it's not always a got to, it's I get to. I get to. And you get I get to change. I get to do that. And I do want to do a shout out to Linda Mardell that said that she has your workbook, Tamara. She's got to get.
Yeah, I saw that. She's going to get it there. Yeah, and so thank you, Linda, for that. What was the biggest surprise during the holiday for you?
You know what? I've been going over this. My biggest surprise was that what was planned isn't what panned out. And so the surprise was that, to me, I'm all about finding what's the gift in the whether it looks like a challenge or just simply the unexpected thing. What's the gift? And for me, it's peace. It was like, okay, there were certain people I didn't get to spend time with, and I wanted to, but that's okay. I got to spend the holiday in a different way. And truly, I loved it. It's beautiful. It was peaceful. It's wonderful to get to really have those moments of just sitting in that love and that peace and enjoying and savoring the moment for yourself. And I wasn't entirely alone. It was just certain things didn't happen as planned. And so that was the surprise. It's just that it looked a little different, but it was still a beautiful, wonderful, peaceful experience.
I love it. I love it. That's my answer with the puppy kind of was it started out like yours, everything was a little different. And so the moment with the puppy was just like, okay, icing on the cake, because I don't know if I would have had it, so thank you for sharing that, because yes, sometimes those unexpected moments can be the greatest gifts that we didn't know we needed.
I found that the more peace and love we have in our life just on a regular basis, it makes it a lot easier to move through anything that comes, our way that was unexpected. It's like, oh, okay, look at that. I didn't see that gift coming around the corner, but it's a gift, and we get to enjoy things more when we take time to be practicing those energy experiences for ourselves. So that's where it all starts.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And that goes right in line. I got something from Skip that maybe you don't know. I have something that I want to show that you said something about that love and how the love and the movement. So I'm going to show you this clip and I'm very excited that he sent it. So we'll be right back. Let's watch this.
Coming this spring, by popular demand, the second season show on the Tour of Love.
The E360 TV platform is saying we want the Tour of Love.
With winner of the first Global Impactor Award, Tamara Hunter, along with Emmy-winning co-host Skip Thomas.
We are going on tour, on the road. It's time. Love unites, and there is healing through connections. This is a worldwide movement, the Tour of Love.
Wow, isn't that beautiful?
Yes, congrats, Tamara.
Yeah, we've been keeping some stuff under wraps, and he let the rabbit out of that. And so, what do you think, Kim? Because you were one of the co-hosts on the 36-hour event we just had not long ago. What do you think?
I think it's time, and it's perfect. It's excellent. I love it. And it's just what I was talking about, right? Reaching more people in new places. Mike Dooley says, reaching those who have not yet been reached. And I think it's exciting. Congratulations.
So yes, we're in pre-production right now, guys. Be watching for a lot. And yeah, the t-shirts and all of the merchandise, we are loading a store that we will be letting people know about here soon, with all of the Tour of Love stuff, because these people right here, Angel Marie, Kim, many that have been on, you guys are the ones that have helped to bring this to pass, because it's the time now for us to bring back the love. And so many people from all over the world have been helping to usher it in. So thank you for sharing that, Angel Marie, and thank you, Skip Thomas, for creating it. And more to come.
Yes, absolutely. Can't wait. And I want to also say that colors are a vibrational field. And the Tour of Love, the logo itself, you want to have that shirt. You want that vibrational field because the colors are so brilliant, and it does raise your vibrational field. That's a natural way that I teach also is get out of the black. Everybody with the black, get out of the black. Give yourself more color. So check out Tamara for sure, because Kim's going to be on there and helping out, then her volunteering and what she does to help, and then her own with your podcast and what you do. It's just brilliant how we all of us, and that's what I wanted today, is to celebrate and help you viewers at home to ignite it with all these wonderful golden nuggets. So
may I just say a couple more words?
Sure.
No, I just want to say, because I'm when it feels like everything else is lost, the one thing that remains is love. Mm-hmm. And it's bringing it right back here, because it's not about finding it out there. It's always right here. And so I love that your show is called Tour of Love. And I still have to get my mug. So I'm going to just put it out there right now. My own accountability here. I'm going to get your mug, Tamara. I got to get that.
I want the t-shirt. I want the
t-shirt, and may I say that when the store is opened up, there's some really cool, there's white t-shirts too. You were saying getting out of the black, and I'm wearing a black one there, but we have white t-shirts. We have some really cool gray ones that, but the Tour of Love logo, and I want to shout out to Brooke Curran, because our people are all volunteers, because the greater picture here is that we are raising the vibration through love to help change the face of cancer, other diseases, people that are down and feeling alone, all of it. We are changing it with the Tour of Love. And we have so many volunteers, and this logo was created by a volunteer.
Aww.
That is huge. That needs to be shouted out. It was complete, total love in this. And so that's why, you know, everybody has been a volunteer in regards to putting this on. And we're so excited to be announcing in spring right now. We are slated for spring to be bringing back the tour.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. It's what the world needs. We all need that. Absolutely. And moving more shine. And just like yours, Kim, what was the name of it? Because it's something with shine.
Let Your Light Shine movement.
Beautiful. And I got the Shine On movement. She's got the tour. I mean, come on, everybody.
And may I say that she announced it on the Service Hero Show when she first... you know, so you can go back to the Service Hero Show and see the very first time that we announced her movement. Yeah.
I will just add, because I think some people have a perception of, like, when I use the phrase "let your light shine," that means that they have to do and be a certain something, that how they interpret what letting your light shine means. And I just want to say, no, letting your light shine is all about you being you. And what does that mean? Are you allowing yourself to be you in the world? That doesn't mean you have to be loud. It doesn't mean you have to be like the person next to you. It means you being you. And having that alignment, that energy is so key. And I'll leave it there, but I really want to emphasize that for those people in the world who are I'm going to say introducing more, you know, angst and stuff, because there's this perception we have to be.
Oh, she just went on a froze, but you know, and that's some of the reason why I wrote that book, is it helps people.
Yeah. Well, and I get that. And I've seen that as I've been reading this, Angel Marie. I want to continue to just say everybody needs to have this, because the bottom line in it is that it's not only like you're talking to us, but it's also something that if you're having a moment and you only have a moment to turn it around, you can pick this up and you will get something in that moment that you're going to be able to continue in, you know, on your way in your life, because every single page, it's simple to read, and yet it is like the onion, the layers, you know, there's so many nuggets in it. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Kim, I know that you kind of froze there. Did you finish your thought? I wanted to come back to you.
You know what? I'm not sure where it froze, but I think you guys completed the thought and the essence of what I was saying. I just want people to know that it's absolutely okay for you to be who you are. Yes. And that's bottom line.
Yes. And to be vulnerable, that we're going to love you anyway.
Yes.
Especially this tribe, Tamara's tribe, Kim's tribe, to, you know, from Israel's tribe to Lizzie's tribe to Deb's tribe to all the people that were on Juanita's tribe. We're all there. And I would like, if you ladies can stay on, is that I would like to bring on a video. She couldn't be here today, but she was so gracious to make a video of how she helps others. So here's the amazing, and my soul sister, because she always puts me in the parades. She always calls and wants me to be involved. She's here locally. So here's Crystal Richardson.
Hey, Angel. This is Crystal. So sorry I cannot be with you today, but I wanted to just answer the 3 questions that you had and hopefully inspire someone a little bit on their way. My name is Crystal Richardson. I am a wealth innovation strategist here in Arizona, and I'm so thankful for Angel and all that she has done to inspire me in my life, and wanted to just share a few words on how I plan to inspire people in 2023, as well as how I plan to support people, and maybe what was the biggest surprise that I had over the holiday. So how I plan to inspire people this year is to do better at being my authentic self. A lot of times we try to fit into the mold of other people. We do our best to be people pleasers, but guess what? God made each and every one of us individually for a specific reason and for a specific time such as this. So in this year, 2023, I have coined the phrase that 2023 starts with me. And again, for people who have heard me speak, you know that I talk about no more. So no more will I allow other people to define who I am and to live out their version of my life. I will live out the version of my life that God has for me. I will step out and I will jump into my greatness as He has defined for me to do. And I'm doing this year. By the grace of God, I've been actually invited to speak at the United Nations over in Kenya in the next several weeks. I'll be at various universities and churches spreading the word about innovation and creativity is the new currency. And so as I pour into students there, I want to encourage you to really tap into, why are you here? What are your intentions? What are your inventions? We all have creativity inside of us. This is not me talking about me just for the purpose of saying what I'm doing, but I want to know and hear about what you're doing. You can contact me at crystalrichardson.com. That's KRYSTYLLE Richardson.com, and let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you need help to jump into your greatness as well. I have a book, The 51 Powerful P's of Public Speaking, not because I'm the best speaker, but that was one of my fears. And I have to get over my fears, in all of my fears, in order for me to live the life that God has for me. So I'm actually about to go in here and speak right now. And why did I write that book? I wrote it because we have to use fear as fresh energy awaiting reset. Fresh energy awaiting reset. So that's what I plan to do. We had a really great holiday, spending it with our daughter at her new home, and our other daughter was back from dancing all over the world. I'm just really blessed and thankful. And thank you, Angel, for this opportunity. God bless.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Kim, do you know Crystal? Of course.
We've met briefly, but we haven't really spoken.
But I mean, she's going to be speaking at the, wow. I had to do a mic drop for Crystal because she is that, what did she call herself? The innovator? It was hard for me to get.
I don't know, but I heard
she's financial. She helps people with, she helps
that. And she had so many, oh my gosh, boom, bam, boom. So thank you, Crystal Richardson, because no matter what happens, Crystal always will show up. Even if she can't be here, she shows up. And I do the same for her, and as you do.
You know, let me, if I can also give her a shout out, because she has just had some recent events, and she picked 2 charities to have as charities to, help with. And our nonprofit was one of the 2. And she then came to me afterwards and said that she's going to have a big push for this year to help in that particular, our area of service. And for someone that's out there that is doing what she's doing throughout the world, and that is remembering in an event to serve others, charity in a charitable way, that lets you know what kind of a person that she is. And so I want to say thank you for picking our charity and for all that she's doing.
Absolutely. And each and every one, from Israel to Stephanie to, I can't name everybody, and Carlene and Tasha, we're all stepping out. And you know what? You are too, viewers. I see you, and you're stepping out also by changing and being in that positive. So keep that up. So take it away, Tamara. We're pretty much done, aren't we?
Well, we are and we're not, because you promised to tell us a little bit about a program that you've got going on that's going to help others that I want to hear about, because you have so much, let's just face it, raise the vibration. The song says it all, the shine on, and ignite. And it's all about energy. And we were, I have notes here, and that you said, and I asked you what it was, and you said, well, just wait, I'll talk about it towards the end. So I'm still waiting. But it's a 90-day energy reboot is what you gave the title. And so, but you said that there's it's going to be explained in a webinar also. So you were going to give more information. It's time to do that, please.
I would love for Kim to stay on if she wants, and she can ask any question if she would like also. And again, I want to say before I start to just do a shout out to everybody that stayed on the line all the way to here. And I did say that we would have a free gift, that I would have a free gift for you. So I want to give that free gift before we go, and that is go to free gift from angelmarie.com. It's so easy. Free gift from angelmarie.com. Go to that, and you have 3 videos that will help you ignite your energy naturally in 30 seconds or less. So I want to gift everyone with that. So thank you so much for that. And Caroline for staying on, Helena, Linda, Barbara, there's so many of you that stayed on. So thank you. And there's more that you'll be watching later. So remember to go to that. So why did I come up with the 30-day or the 90-day, excuse me?
90-day energy reboot, because I wrote a 90-day reboot, but then you said 90-day energy reboot. Okay.
It's many people, because I saw a need, and there's such a need for this overwhelm, and that what happens is the BS. And Israel even said BS, belief systems, the belief systems that we're not good enough, the beliefs that, and it is just an energy vibrational field. And when people meet me in person or even on virtual, pretty much I'm so blessed, because they say, oh my gosh, within 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 minutes, I feel better. Mm-hmm. Because it is energy. And I don't do anything special. I don't do certain things, but yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I teach them that helps people. So just imagine if you could every week meet with me for an hour in a group setting, and we have the teaching, and then you get to, and I put it that way, you don't have to, you don't just want to, you get to ask questions, get the techniques. We go through clearings and energy, and we're doing this together as a group. But also what happens is you have that group, right? Just like yours, Tamara, you have a beautiful tribe. Oh my God, your tribe is so beautiful. And I just love when I'm able to come on and speak with them. And it's just with me and the tribe that I have cultivated over these 25 years. But I'm now going to bring it to everyone. So there's a webinar, okay? So the webinar is, I gave you the name of it. Where'd it go?
Let's see. I have
3 keys. I found it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
No, you say it. 3 keys.
Okay. 3 keys to igniting your energy naturally. So come to this webinar, learn how to ignite your energy, and 3 just the keys that will absolutely, you can use this right then, right there, permanent behavior you will create from these 3 keys I'm going to give you on this webinar. And then, of course, I'm going to ask you, hey, come on over here. And I only have 3 more spots at the $297. I only have 3 more spots at the $297 because the first 10. And I already have 7 gone.
Wow. Okay, so the 90-day, it's the 90-day reboot is what you're talking about there. And the webinar is
It's free. It's free. And you're going to see it all over Facebook and all over everyone in the email. So if you're not on my email, please put that in the chat and I will take care of you. And anywhere you want, just contact me, because I want you to be at the webinar to learn these 3 keys. Because when you step into those and you see the benefits of how you feel and experience, you're going to want to meet me every week to get that boost. And after 90 days, what my students, because I've only ever given this to my students, is they say, is really it's ended?
Angel, what I think is all of that is so amazing. And I want to highlight your usage of the word naturally, because, you know, for people who are just kind of starting to tap into their energy and learn this stuff, like it can seem like such a challenging, hard thing, right? But you're saying naturally, which when I hear natural, I hear easy. I hear we've already got it. Angel's going to teach us how. And oh my goodness, make this simpler, please. Right? So I love that. That's a great title.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you.
And one thing I think that because of the recruiter in me, okay, it's coming out in me, and we haven't mentioned this, and I think it's important. You do mention it in the book. People need to understand, why is it that you have this information that you can teach, and what is it that's, because there's others that can, but not many people saw the need to have a brick and mortar, meaning a building, a wellness center that you ran of your own, that you were helping people to heal naturally because of an experience that you had. You went out there, you became certified, and you built a business where you then helped thousands of people. You taught others, the staff, the people that came, and you've done this for now decades. And people need to understand that, sometimes people are shy to talk about their background in that way. This is the recruiter talking, guys, that you don't know unless you hear this. And that Angel Marie saw that this was valid before many ever jumped in to this industry. And she's been doing it as a business owner and making a difference for people and communities for decades. So you know what you're talking about.
Thank you, Tamara. Thank you. Thank you. And I had the pleasure and the delight and the blessings to reach thousands. And that is my commitment. And my commitment is to reach and serve billions. And we can do it right here on E360. We can do it right here. And it's the collaboration, it's the people, but it's also having that 90-day reboot that you come on over and learn your energy.
It makes a difference too. I remember when I was first getting into energy stuff and learning and practicing and all that. And I wanted to share this because I think if there's any beginners out there, I want to speak to the beginner experience. You may go, oh, I'm so drawn to this. I love this. Yes, I want more of this. And I'm not going to tell anybody because this might sound weird or different or whatever, right? But oh my gosh, here's this lady who not only knows about this stuff, she knows a lot about this stuff, and she doesn't seem afraid. Like she's all about it. She's gonna share it. She's about it. And the freedom that when you can see someone who has that freedom with it, that is what's empowering and inspiring to other people to go, okay, I have permission to say yes to this too. I have permission to learn more, to, allow this to have a positive impact on my life. So I think you make a great point, Tamara. It is really good to highlight all that experience of brick and mortar. She's really put her stake in the ground. And that means a lot to people who are just, starting to venture into this and say yes.
And something that you wrote in the book, I am going to give a spoiler to one thing that you said, because I think it's very important. And that is that you need to know who the facilitator is. Because if you're opening yourself up to changing the inner being, then you need to know what is their experience, who are they, and why are they here? Because you're allowing them to get into your inner core. And you brought that up, and I thought, wow, that was a mic drop in itself. How important. And I know you, I've been around you, I know your background very, very well. And when you can have people that can speak to that, that is huge. However, to have the resume that is actually concrete, that it's not only just the hearsay, if you will, of others that have been there and done that and experienced it, but to have actual background that you were a business owner that did this. And in it, you even talk about, the 16-hour days and this and that. And because your commitment was a full 100% commitment to make a difference in people's lives. And it's been that way now for decades. So thank you. And you're right. The whole beginner experience. I love that. And yeah, there are a few. And I think I was one of them. It was like, I came from the professional world, and I'm like, I came here because I wanted to start a nonprofit, and I met her at the first event I went to. I met Crystal at the same event, and you shortly thereafter, I think the next week. And so it was right around that time. And it was like, I like this. It feels good. But isn't it a little woo-woo?
It's so true. And that's one of the things is I don't want to tell anybody because it's weird.
But now I'm all in. I'm all in now.
Okay, that's good because you are all in, yes. And that's the tour of love and the vibration of that.
Yes.
But really stepping into that and giving yourself permission. I love that, Kim. Thank you so much.
It makes a big difference when to see someone else have such confidence. It really helps other people to say, you know what, it is okay for me to do this. And yes, it absolutely is. And I think this is kind of like the missing, all the energy, everything energy related is like, it's not really a missing piece, but it's the missing piece in a lot of people's like awareness and how they think of their life. And so for the people that are opening up to this and saying, yeah, I want more of that. How do I do that? What does that mean? What does that look like? Great opportunity to say yes to someone who fully knows what they're talking about, what they're doing. So
yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Kim. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'll sign off now and I'll watch from the background. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. See you
Love
later.
You both.
Love you too.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. What a show. We only have a few more minutes left. What would you
think
like?
Now would be a great time for you to let people to know how they can find out more about the webinar, more about the 90-day energy reboot, all of those things. I think that we don't,
Yes, I totally
get your pen and paper
that.
out, guys. I'm sorry.
I totally forgot about that. So let's see. Okay.
Hello.
That wasn't in the right place exactly. Okay.
You wanted an overlay.
Yeah, I wanted it in overlay and I did not get it into the overlay, but that's okay. It's called tech.
You can put it, if it's on the back, background, just put it on the background. And let's see how if people can see.
You can move it up. Oh, I just learned something new in StreamYard. I didn't know you could move it into the other place.
Coming this spring by popular demand.
I didn't know you could toggle between the two. Isn't that fun?
Oh yeah, it's fun. I love you guys. This is show host geek humor, because anybody that becomes a show host and starts to really love this stuff, you start really loving it. So yeah,
it won't go there, huh? All
right.
But anyway, what you do, and we'll put it up one more time, is energy. It's 90-day EnergyReboot.com. EnergyReboot.com. Linda, go ahead and put that in the chat.
90-day EnergyReboot.com. Okay.
And then I will be telling everyone when the webinar is. And I can't wait for the webinar, because that will just really help in with those 3 keys to help you with your energy. And you'll get so elated with just natural ways. And she's right. When it comes to natural. So,
and remember, anybody that hasn't gotten their hands on either the ebook or the actual physical book, you can go to Amazon and just type in Angel Marie's name, type in Ignite, and get your copy of it, because literally I have been putting it into play because we had a few things going on and we needed to readjust the energy. I actually used some of the techniques in here before we went on live 3 hours ago, and it worked. It worked. And guys, I've had plenty of energy, still do. I'm ready to keep going.
Did you read the one about the pet energy?
Yes, the pet energy. So yes, but tell us about pet energy.
Well, the pet energy is the vibrational field that you are in. Your pet will mirror. Period. Mm-hmm. Done. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So they feel you. Absolutely feel you every single time. And the other one that people are bringing up is the sex energy. Now, we don't have enough time to get into that one.
No.
But that one is really interesting also, in the way the vibrational field, because it is energy. Everything is energy.
Yeah, and there's other ones that are interesting in here. Okay, guys. Okay, paying bill energy. Okay, there's one. A manifesting money energy. There you go. Okay, so manifest the money energy, and then you can take care of the paying the bills energy and money energy. So if that's your thing, here's pet energy, and then she goes in to tell Shine's story. That's her dog. So
Yes,
yeah, here's Shine. So, you know, thank you for doing the work on this, because I tell you, everybody's going to want this. It's simple, and it is an onion, because you can, whatever layer you need at the moment that you pick up the book, you're going to be well served.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I want to shout out to you also and what you do. And thank you, because we're getting ready to end right now. We love everyone. Thank you for being the co-host, but thank you for being in my life, in your vibrational field, and all of your tribe. So thank you to the viewers also. Thank you, viewers. Until we see you next time, reach out, because you actually absolutely matter. And again, we do what? Change your mindset, energize your life, and shine on, shine on, shine on. Bye.
Bye, everyone.